Hello, beautiful souls. Zan here. Thank you so much for joining me once again on my channel. Now, for the wax today on this first quarter moon, um, they're showing me a figure with their arms crossed, but this figure is coming out of like a pyramid, and then behind the figure is like another mountain range, but there's a face in there. So, what they are telling me is stop ignoring the ancestors. The ancestors are calling out, wanting us to connect. The ancestors hold pieces of the puzzle that we're trying to put together, and we continue to ignore the call. So, it is time. Work with your ancestors, try connecting with your ancestors. I know mine have been trying to shake me, and yes, I have been trying to connect to them. um so yeah, they're, they're tired of being ignored, and they're starting to get a little frustrated. So really, work on that. If you're not so certain of your ancestors, you can always just start um with generalities. I don't know who you are, but I want to make contact. I want to connect with you. I want that relationship with you. I need your guidance. Um, Simple as that. And as you work on ancestors for this lifetime, then you can work on other ancestors for other lifetimes. Um, but yeah, it's time to connect. Um, being that there is that pyramid there, it could have something to do with Lionsgate, with the um, Egyptian pyramid connection. Um, of course, there's pyramids elsewhere. Mexico, I believe Georgia in the States has some pyramids. I want to say Croatia. I'm not sure on that, but yeah, just where you feel connected to the pyramid. Most, I believe, will connect to Mexico and Egypt, or maybe both. I know I connect with both. Um, so that could be a place to start with connecting to the ancestors. And I will throw it out there. The Crow Magic and the Heart Wisdom Oracle did another combined reading for Lionsgate, and it does talk about uh, the emerald tablets and Egypt and apopholites. Yes, this is the one that is growing for those of you who know about it. This is an apopholite too. Um, so I'll put the link in the description. If you haven't seen it yet, I really recommend looking at that video because there's just so much information that you can use for Lionsgate. Um, and I will be doing my own reading um, on Monday for Lionsgate, but for today we are on the first quarter moon. So let's get into that. Um, this is a general reading, so do take what applies and discard what doesn't, as the deck gets all feathered out. um, if you're interested in a personal read with me, you can visit galacticdivination.com. Link in the description, as well as all of my social media. Oh, and my other channel, which is love-based, but you're not going to find sugarcoating there. So yeah, we have hunger, um, which is the wolf moon. I believe that's the moon, the full moon in Capricorn, or I'm sorry, the full moon in January, which would have been um, Cancer. But yeah, hunger. I mean, okay, I have a lot of native ancestry, and the wolf is very much a symbol of native. So yes, the ancestors return, and it is needing to gain that hunger for that connection. Um, I think sometimes we ignore the ancestors because we don't feel ourselves worthy of the abilities that they had. And we are worthy. We are part of their lineage. We are part of that legacy. So it is time for us to claim that birthright and to tap into that knowledge that they have. They are there waiting. I mean, they are like ready to smack us upside the head and shake us just to get us to listen. So, yes, look for signs, look for okay feathers, however you relate to your ancestors, look for those types of signs. I'm seeing seashells and beads and oh gosh, I can't quite make it out. It's like made of wood, um, but it's like a string of wood beads. And then there's like fringe at the end of it. I don't know what it's called. Um, I'm seeing rattles and fire. So yeah, however that relates to you, start looking on how they connect to your ancestors. You want to be hungry for that knowledge, and many of us are hungry. We just don't know where to start. And it is as simple as saying, I don't know who you are, but I do want to connect. I need that connection. Um, and it goes back, it begins with meditating, to open that connection, to raise your vibration, and to uh, cross those barriers, cross that veil um, that is blocking those puzzle pieces that you need for your ascension and your development and your further activations. So, yeah, let's get into the first tarot deck for any further guidance for this first quarter moon of this current moon cycle. What more do you have for us? 3 cards, please. What more? Oh, thank you so much. And thank you so much. We need one more, please. Just one, not a million. Nope. I thought that one was gonna fall. One more card, please. For this first quarter moon. And then next week, I believe the full moon is on the 11th. And it's supposed to be part of the peak. So the 8th through the 12th is the peak. Lionsgate, something with Sirius. I'm sorry, I don't remember. My mentor put it out there earlier, and I should have paid better attention. Okay, I'm going to shuffle. Oh, it always says that when I threaten to shuffle 2 more times, we get the card to fall out. So we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Sun, and the 10 of Swords. Yeah, so all the answers do lie within our blood, within our lineage. Oh, and he looks very native. But it is connecting with the past and really allowing that openness between past and present. I think sometimes we get afraid to connect to the past because we don't want to get stuck in the past. And yeah, we don't want to do that, but there are so many lessons in the past that we do need to bring to the present. So really look to how, because it's going to be different for everybody on how you connect to the ancestors. And um, it is going to have to do a lot with our third eye. This is right now looking like a third eye to me, and just blasting it out there, making those connections. Each ray is a connection to our ancestors. Um, and they all have so much to offer. I mean, I'll give myself as an example. I know I have African roots, Finland, Chinese, Japanese, Jewish, um, native, of course, Portuguese, and Spaniard. Um, those are the ones I remember. I know there's more, um, but yeah, it's like all over the place. Um, so try not to get pigeonholed into one ancestor or one area of your ancestry. You want to connect to all of them. And I don't know why I keep seeing Irish. I don't have Irish, so somebody watching has Irish. Maybe you have that feeling you have Irish, but you're not sure. If so, put it out there. Um, I feel I have Irish ancestry, but I'm not sure. So I'm connecting. Um, they may even adopt you if there is no Irish um, in you. So yeah, um, it's just just a suggestion on where to start, but it is going to require loving all of you. Um, I know some may have some racial, not saying that you're racist, but like some racial reservations just from programming. Um, so it will require loving all of you, loving all of who your ancestors are, regardless of, um, well, like I know a lot have resentment towards the Jews with how the Bible portrays how Jesus was treated. So, something like that, it's really letting it go, because really, do we know the real history of how things played out? We don't. We only know what we've been told, what they have wanted us to know. So it's really letting go of all the programming of all the races, all the ethnicities and everything that makes us who we are, and just loving it all, loving every single aspect of our heritage. And that will really open doors, and it will release that old way of thinking, and it will release all the programming that has been ingrained in us. And we will just love every single ancestor, every single lineage that is out there, regardless of the history that has been told, or even slaughters that have occurred, or even slavery in some cases. Um, okay, my own lineage, I know the Portuguese brought slavery here to the States, and um, letting go of that shame of what they did, that it has nothing to do with who I am. So it's like really healing all of that. Um, and moving forward and just really making those connections, allowing these sorts of pain to become sorts of connection, and um, to really see the rainbow side of it, where that knowledge is there and that that help that we need is waiting for us. Yeah, so I hope all that made sense. Um, Often when I channel, I am not fully present, so it doesn't. I don't know. I, I don't always know what I'm saying as it comes out. So yeah, what more do you have for us from this other deck for any further clarifications, any other guidance? What else can we do with this first quarter moon energy along with the Lionsgate energy that is already here? I'm sure many of you are already feeling it. Start tapping into that energy of Lionsgate. There is no need to wait till Monday. Um, it is so powerful this year. Thank you so much. One more card, please. And it is, thank you so much. Yeah, really a good time to write down what you want and to really start now. That way you're not rushing, trying to get everything out and just have it all prepared. Um, I want to say by Monday. I don't know if that's correct. Um, but Monday is Lion's Gate. So, okay, let's get into this deck. We have the Prince of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and Death. Yes, and it is really walking away from all reservations, walking away from any unworthiness of connecting to ancestors, of connecting to that knowledge and that power that they had. Um, like if you know you have a shaman in your ancestry, not being afraid to tap into that, let go of that fear, just walk away from it and walk right towards your ancestor. They are there waiting with arms open, um, wanting to teach us the lessons that um, are there for us. And with the Prince of Pentacles, yeah, it is a process. So be kind to yourself as you're learning to let go of the programming and learning to let go of any fear and any insecurities on being worthy of this connection. Um, okay, I'm hearing voodoo priestess. Yes, it's been given a bad rap, voodoo priestess, but not all of them do harm. So um, maybe getting around that, maybe that is you needing to get over that stigma of all voodoo priestesses are bad and really tapping into the light side of that practice, um, because in everything there is light and dark. I mean, even religion, how many priests do harm to children or um, pastors steal from their congregation? I mean, it's everywhere. It gets covered up pretty well in some sectors, um, and they're quick to throw the voodoo priestess under the bus as pure evil, and that is not true. So yes, work through all that programming and really let that rebirthing come through. Let that change within your heart and within yourself and within your mind occur. And this is like learning to love yourself again because you're opening up the doors to the ancestors, to the past. And yet we are not responsible for the things that our forefathers have done. So remember that you are who you are. Yes, you may share blood with them, you may share that lineage, but you are who you are. And that knowledge that they had is needed for now to fully activate your abilities and to fully bring that change to this world that we need. So, yeah, I hope all of that made sense. So, let's pull from the dragons for our final message on this first quarter moon. And I'll close it out. So, what more do you have for us on this first quarter moon? Oh, thank you so much. And we have transcendence, achieving success. Yes, and that totally goes with the death card and walking away from the old beliefs. So, yes, really doing that work with letting go of beliefs on who these ancestors were and things that they might have done. Because it not only will transcend our own thinking, but it will transcend us physically and spiritually. And that is what we need to continue further on our journey to really open ourselves up to that magic that is waiting for us to tap into, for that knowledge, for that ability to fully come online. So, yes, beautiful souls, transcendence. Oh, okay. I'm hearing don't be afraid of the change. Um, we can't change the past, but we can change how it is viewed, and we can right any wrongs that have occurred with these histories. So, yeah, I think that's a fabulous part to leave it. So, I hope you all enjoy the rest of this first quarter moon, and I'll see you all next time.